Now, this is what I mean. We've got all sorts of fitness advice or things about hydration advice. Well, just what does it mean? What does it mean to have water in the body? And how does the body hold on to water? That's the only point. If you're planting a field with crops and they need water to be retained in the soil, what does it mean to have the water stay in the soil? All the advice out there that could maybe possibly be correct, what's the truth? What does it mean for something to hold on to water? How do we get that to happen? Because, yeah, just the wind noise, just the wind noise. There's an episode of In the Image Clothing Company podcast, one of our fourths under In the Image Clothing Company, where we have discussions on the gospel of Jesus Christ. But that's just the truth of all things. Meaning, you don't have to be religious or believe in anything, but we're all human beings. The same thing placed onto the same earth, designed by the same God. Things are always just what they are. They were before we got here, and they will be after we leave. Okay, every body who has one and everyone who has a body, generation after generation, all the human beings are the exact same. Okay. The world changes that we place onto God's natural earth, but the earth doesn't change. Not really. Naturally. We call them natural, though, disasters. Those things are natural anyway. Anyway, and a third. That was the third, though. So the point is, there's an episode of In the Image Clothing Company podcast titled The Wind Noise. And a lot of it's just metaphoric for people just kind of saying stuff about you, and it's just like the wind noise. You kind of disregard it because it's just there. Just let it be what it is, But sometimes it's pretty loud. I'll tell you what. Yeah. Just like this airplane that's flying overhead again. Sometimes it's pretty loud, But it is what it is. We're getting through this video. Okay, it's just gonna be how it is. I know it's not flowing all that consistently. It's about the information, because this is how this is. Hydration is just a literal word, okay? Meaning, even nothing to do with the human being, you hydrate soil to grow plants, okay? And this just happens even if human beings were never on the earth. The rains come and they hydrate the ground, and then the heat comes and it evaporates the water and dehydrates the ground. It's just truth. It's just what it is. It's just something in something else. And so this is the thing. Let's look at the human being versus an apple, okay? Or other fruits. The human being versus a peach. The human being versus a watermelon, okay? The human body has skin, flesh, and bone. An apple has skin, flesh, and seeds. A peach has skin, flesh, and a pit. Okay, a watermelon, or whatever else we could possibly say, has skin or a rind, or the outside of it, a rind. Okay, flesh and seeds. It's just like the human being having skin, flesh, and bones. Okay, what is hydration? The 3rd of April, 2026, in the Image Clothing Company's main side. It's just like these fruits. Okay, the human being holds a certain amount of water within its flesh, and there's a natural amount. There's such thing as too much water in the body, and there's such thing as too little. Within a peach, the fruit, you've got the skin of the peach, and inside, in the flesh of the peach, there's a lot of water. But only the amount of water that's in there. Too much water in there, and it would come seeping out of the peach. Not enough water in there, and the peach would shrivel up. And then you've got the pit of the peach. Okay? Skin, flesh, pit. In a peach, the fruit, or in an apple, skin, flesh, and seeds. Okay, the fruit of an apple. In the human body, you've got skin, flesh, and bone. Under the skin, you've got water. In the flesh of the body, only the amount that's supposed to be in there. Too much, and it seeps out of the body through the holes in the skin called pores, okay? The epidermis. It's the video's title, under In the Image Clothing Company's main site here, but it's the skin of the body. It's an actual organ. There's little holes in it where sweat, that we call perspiration, it comes out of the body. Water to cool the body off, or just if there's an excessive amount of water in the body. If there's not enough water in the body will shrivel up, really, similar to how the peach would or the apple would shrivel up if there's not enough water content in it. But again, rehydrating, adding water to something, hydration, the proper amount of water, dehydration, taking water away from something, even through the airplane noise. Okay.